Okay, so today we will be learning how to mark key level. You should mark key level on H4 time frame. Make sure to know that you mark key level on H4 time frame. On H4 time frame, you can mark any engulfing, simple engulfing buy or simple engulfing sell or engulfing buy file, engulfing sell file, AB, ABC, HLZ, or you can mark on any time. You can mark on any zone on H4 time frame. Here, as you can see, I'm marking engulfing cell file zone here.
ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ
So can you speak in English?
ਕਾਲ ਕਰਚਾ ਯਾਰ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਾਲ ਕਰਚਾ
Hello.
Sir, you mute everybody, na? Otherwise there will be a problem. Just mute everybody.
If you have anything, you can chat here. I'll be muting everyone.
Yes.
As you can see, I have marked an engulfing cell file zone here. You already know that this zone will be used for buying purpose. So when you mark a H4 zone, you should go to M15 time frame. Go to M15 and go to the beginning of this zone. You should come to beginning of this zone. And here you should choose line chart. After choosing the line chart, you should draw an imaginary box. An imaginary box which acts as support and resistance. See this imaginary box. Here it is acting as resistance. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Here it broke the box and acted as support. And broke again. After breaking below the box, it kept on selling. So we know that this imaginary box here is acting as support and resistance. You should mark this on line chart. It takes a lot of practice, but you should mark a level or a zone which acts as support and resistance on M15 time frame if you are marking the zone on H4 time frame. Now that we have marked this imaginary box, I'll go to line chart, candle chart again. On candle chart, inside this zone, we should find an engulfing buy or engulfing sell inside this zone, inside this rectangle box. The complete body of engulfing buy and engulfing sell should be inside this. We don't have an engulfing buy or engulfing sell here. We can go behind. Even here, we don't have an engulfing buy or engulfing sell inside this box. Here you can see that we have an engulfing cell. The complete engulfing cell is inside this box. Now use the line and mark this engulfing cell. It can be either engulfing buy or engulfing cell, but complete or at least 90% should be inside this box. Here you can see that more than 90% of this zone is inside this rectangular box. So this is valid. Now that you have marked this engulfing cell, you can delete this box. Now see here how the price respected this key level. The price perfectly respected this key level and flew away. This is the power of key level. I'll show you how to take trade on it. When price reaches our key level, we should monitor M15 or M5. We should wait for a setup to form on M15 time frame or M5 time frame. It should be either M15 hidden engulfing or M15 ABC or M15 ABC or M15 AB at least. Here you can see that the price touched this key level once and then it formed an hidden engulfing by on M15 time frame. Engulfing buy fail, and then it broke away. Now this is hidden buy. As soon as hidden buy is formed, after touching the key level, you can take your trade. You should wait for this candle closer. Here it got confirmed that it is an M15 hidden buy. You can place your trade here and your stop loss would be 10 pips below the hidden engulfing or 10 pips below the key level. Here there is another hidden. Engulfing buy, engulfing fail, and now we have hidden here. Here your stop loss will be below this 10 pips or below key level. It will be more accurate if you keep your stop loss below the key level. I'll also show you something on M5 if there is anything on M5. Even on M5, we have a hidden. Engulfing buy fail, and here we have hidden engulfing. Retest and flew away. On M5, you will get a small stop loss. On M15, you get bigger stop loss, but M15 is more accurate than M5. Okay, I unlocked the class. This is how you take trade on key level. I'll show you how to mark key level once again. H4 time frame. This is H4 zone, which is engulfing sell fail zone. And you should go to M15 to beginning of this zone. Here you can mark the imaginary box either by using line chart or directly on candle chart. But for beginners, it's better if you use line chart. Line chart. And now mark an imaginary box which acts as support and resistance. Now go back to candle chart and find engulfing cell inside this. This thing you need to practice how to mark this imaginary box. Rest is easy. In some scenarios, you can find an engulfing candle on M15 time frame. In such cases, you can go to M5 time frame, which is lower than M15. So here it is. This is the key level for H4 engulfing cell fail. M15 key level. This is how you mark key level on H4 time frame. If you are marking a zone on daily, here let's say we are marking a zone on daily. This is daily engulfing buy. If you are marking on daily, the key level should be made on H1 time frame. If you are marking the zone on weekly, here we have weekly. Here if we are marking the zone on weekly, we should mark the key level on H4. Remember this, if you are marking the zone on H4, you should mark the key level on M15. If it is daily, you should mark the key level on H1. And if it is weekly, you should mark the key level on H4. You should not mark the
भाई
zone.
लिंक जो है ना वो भाई लिंक जो है ना वो वर्किंग नहीं कर रहा, सब अलाउ करो क्लास में।
Recording.
मैसेज कर रहे हैं मुझे सारे।
9 पार्टिसिपेंट्स है। क्योंकि ये तो होने दो अभी है, और 10 मिनट ही है।
ओके ठीक है स्टार्ट।
If you are marking on weekly, you should mark the key level on H4. This is how you should mark. I'll write it here. If it is H4, you should mark on M15. If it is daily, the key level should be marked on H1. And if it is weekly, you should mark it on H2. Any zone below the H4 is dangerous. But if you want to mark on H1, you can use M5. I'll show you another example. Here we have H4 simple engulfing cell. Now let's go to M15. The beginning of the chart. Go to line chart. Find the support and resistance. Sometimes you will get two key levels on a single zone. Here I can find this imaginary box. Resistance, resistance, break. Now it acted as support and broke again. Again it acted as resistance. You can see that this imaginary box is acting as support and resistance. Now back to candle chart and find a engulfing buy or engulfing sell inside this imaginary box. There is no engulfing buy or engulfing sell here. We will go a bit behind. This is also not valid because most part is outside the box. It seems we can't find on M15, so let's go to M5. Nothing. I'll tell you what to do if you can't find on M5. Here also we don't have any. We have this little dude here. This engulfing buy. You see, most part is inside this zone. Only this part, about 10% is outside this zone. So we can mark it. Now this level will act as key level. When price reaches this level, monitor this level. Monitor this level. Wait for M15 or M5 setups to be found after price touches this level, and then take trade on it. You already know how to put TP and SL. Put your TP or SL 10 pips above the key level or 10 pips above your zone, the setup zone. You can do it either ways. Yeah, M15 or M5, any time frame is good, but M15 is more accurate. You can do on both. It's better if you can find it on M15 because it has higher accuracy. You should find a zone, imaginary box, where the imaginary box is acting as support and resistance. The box should resist and also support the price. You should find such a imaginary box on H4, the beginning of H4 zone. Okay. We have like 5 more minutes. If you have any doubts, you can ask.
Hi, Upendra. See, the imaginary box you're looking for, right? Do we
Right.
need to look for a zone where it is support turned into resistance or resistance turned into support? Which one?
The box should act as support and resistance, both. I'll show you
Okay.
here.
We need to look that in M15 or H4.
If you are marking the zone on H4, you should look it into M15. If you are the marking
Okay.
zone on H1, you should look in M5. If it is daily, you should look
Okay.
into H1. If it is weekly, you should look into H4. You see this? We have this imaginary box. Here, price acted as resistance, right? Price acted as resistance, and here once again it acted as resistance. This broke away, and here it acted as support. Now it broke again once again, and now it's acting as resistance. So this price is acting as both support and resistance. You should find such imaginary box on beginning of H4 time frame.
Okay.
Okay, any more questions? Hello, hello.
Will you upload this into
Yeah,
YouTube?
yeah, we will be uploading it on YouTube. If you guys have any questions, we can do session once again. Okay, no more questions.